man, you guys can hear it in the background, and we're gonna obviously do some in-game. Oh, jingle, jingle, jingle. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Kashino, and we are here to do an M.F.O on World Flipper. Now, the reason I usually do M.F.Os is usually because I'm done playing the game, or I've played enough that I feel like I can give a final review on the game and how I feel about it. Now, the weird part to do this on a gacha game is the fact that the gacha games are always ever evolving. Where they are, especially this early in this game's life cycle, is very likely where it won't even be. Can you stop jingling? Damn, so much support going on. I really wanted to review this game because I really wanted to say all the things I think the game is doing well in an actual video, to say that this is my opinion on it. And also I wanted to say like what I think the game is actually doing wrong or what they can improve on. I don't think that any game, especially a gacha game, is is actually perfect. There's no way. But any game is not perfect. But I'm very critical of a gacha game because my first critique is always, I really wish this game wasn't a gacha game because I would like to play it all the time. But this game kind of gives me that little bit of itch. So let's go into the game and explain everything. So this is like my final review. So if anyone wants to know whether or not they want to play this game or not, they can go to this review and be like, hell yes or hell no. So let's get into it. Alright, so you guys have obviously seen me on this screen and stuff like that. I'm currently rank 51 in this game, and this is the little jingle. The jingle is this thing right here. But it's perfect because it allows me to explain one of the first things that I would like to talk about. Wow, this guy still doesn't know this. That's kind of crazy. Oh god, not this team, not this team, not this team. Oh boy. They have stuff that costs 0 mana, stamina, whatever. The reason why I think that this is important is because, and I've said this in the last video and I promised I was going to say it in this video, is that I'm able to play the game and actually do something in the game for no stamina. And not only this, actually I should have picked the real team. Oh god, no. I'm going to use this as a big stepping point and talking point here. And I'm experimenting with teams. Someone else was like, your team comp is wrong. It's like, bro, I don't even know half the time what my team comps are. But he probably was right, though. And I should have used my win team. Yeah, this team is not ready. Hopefully we get carried. And that's another. Actually, if we lose, I have something else to show you. But I'm going to start a match, and I'm going to lose on purpose. We lost like I knew we would. But I want to show something even more specific about that. Now, I'm going to go into that same battle. It's very hard to do, not with the team. You're supposed to bring in wind, but I didn't. And I'm going to go in. I'll probably do solo because it'll just be quicker for me to do it solo. And I'm going to use the same team. This time it's going to have takes 16 stamina, right? So I have 82, and we'll mathematical what that should be. But I'm going to specifically just let it rock. I'm going to let them. Actually, it'll be easy if I do this. I'm going to turn off manual so they keep falling down here in the pit. And it'll be a little bit of a nightmare. So I'm going to lose this match on purpose, and then I'll show you guys something that I really think is awesome. All right, game over. Yes. Do you want to continue? Now, most of the time, this was a very, very tempting thing to do in most gacha games, is that you want to continue. You did a lot of work. I need to finish this off. You know, you see max HP, your skills are ready. But we're just going to abort it. And, you know, we don't really care about any of that stuff. And I can see how sometimes you might want to do it if you really can't do it. But really important here. I might even go, hold on. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see that I did not lose any stamina for that? I keep wanting to say mana because I'm so used to seeing mana. I'm still at 82 stamina because of that. That is a huge thing. Huge. Reason why it's so big of a thing is because a lot of games, what they like to do is that they don't allow you to kind of test certain things. And what you would do is that you would probably farm on overfarm, and you're forced to use a certain team. You're forced to use a certain pattern. You have to look online. You have to like get this specific team to beat certain things. This way, I can actually test out random stuff, and that's really big for a person that likes to, specifically me as a content creator. I like to test dumb stuff out. So that's why even when some people might look at I'll look at units here, and I'm just gonna show you guys my teams. Here we go. So these teams are just me testing out stuff. Like I don't even know. Some of them are like I don't know what the hell these are. Oh yeah, and I was trying to set up a page for a mono water, a mono thunder. I was like, okay, let me see if these are the right items. Let me test some stuff out before I level the characters. This one, see, I don't even know what the hell that is either. This one I did set up. I have to level them. I actually think this is a proper fire team that I can use. This one is a somewhat proper dark team with only these two as the dark units, and then this one as the back dark unit. But like, I actually was able to test this stuff out, like see who I liked, see who I wanted to put in certain slots, and then I can go into any encounter, especially the boss battle encounters, because they're the ones that you should be farming, and actually test it out, and it has no bad repercussions for failing a mission. And I think that there's a lot of gacha games where not only do they take your stamina, and some of them, I think in other games that I played, there's only a certain amount of times you can try it. So like, you have to have the best of the best, or you don't even attempt it. You know, I don't mind wasting a few minutes of my time to just test the different things out before I invest into a unit. That's why specifically you don't see some of these characters even leveled, is because I'm like, I don't really know if I should invest into them, because then yes, there's the grind and there's everything else. But I just wanted to point that out, that those two specific mechanics that they have in this game, when you're doing co-op and you're summoned as a help, there's sometimes that it's half or zero stamina to do those fights, and I think that is amazing. Half stamina obviously is not as bad, is not as good as free, but it still allows you to, for a very small amount, let's say you just did all your farming. I don't know if friends or whatever makes sense in this game, like to have specific people on your friends list, but I'm very active, so if you guys, I don't know how to show my player code thing, but if you guys, I still have some spots left, I think. Yeah, I got 10 slots left, but I'll probably have to get rid of some people that aren't active eventually. But it's really important, because I know that there's people that are on my friends list that when I go farm Orochi, I'm dropping my entire mana to do that. If you guys need a person that's active, hey, hit the boy up. Also, if you guys like this video so far, like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help, and it goes a long way. Check out these videos. Check out the other MFOs of other games that I've reviewed and things of that nature. The video's not over. I have to remind you guys, because it's part of the algorithm. Anyway. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go here to my light day. I used to, my light team still needs some help. They do a little boost every once in a while, but oh god, see, I don't know. This is the team I do it. It does it the quickest. Now I'm just gonna let this play just so you guys can get a fun glimpse of a gameplay. I did cut the other gameplay because I just didn't think it was necessary. Now what I like about here is that, one, if you want to sit here, you can turn off the auto. You know, bow. I can sit here and mash buttons if I want to. You know, I could do all of this. You know, this is pretty cool as far as that. But you can also just leave it on auto, and it will do all your dashes. It will do everything for you. I think that that's amazing, because it allows me to just kind of do stuff. Especially if I can beat this with my eyes closed. This map is very, very easy for me to do. I built up my team so it can do this like probably within like a couple seconds or minutes or whatever like that. And I mean, like, this next part, like, you're gonna see it right here. All I have to do is that. Turn this on. Hey, get in there. Stop getting blocked. And then usually they get chunked out there, and it's pretty much, that's the end of the fight. But it's usually really, really, really quick. I don't really have to like do too much, and it's auto, because I've earned the ability to auto this stage, you know, like, so. Oh, you know why her health wasn't that low? Because I didn't let her use her skill. I'm a boob. But I think this is pretty much it. But I can also use this as a gripe. Now, what you've seen them do is that pretty much what they do. Oh god, she's gonna die. Oh boy. Yeah, she's too low on health. That's just how that works. She does more damage when she's low on health. She does a lot more damage when she's low on health. But all the enemies do is kind of like a cycle, and that's going to be one of my gripes, is that the cycle is the same. Pretty much, there's a main unit that you have to kill. It summons help, and usually you want to kill the help. You want to either aim it on manual, or your people will aim it down on manual, and then you use them to kind of get the power flip. The power flip kind of does it's for every single thing. And then eventually you get your skills. The skills do the big damage, and then you keep going. I think that the aspect of pinball was definitely preserved pretty good in this game. But there were a couple other things that, for me being a person that's actually played some pinballs, you know, like you hit it up a ramp, and the ramp, you know, holds the ball, and a bunch of cool effects happen. I think that they need to do a little bit more of that. Now, they do have that. They have like a teleporter or something like that. They did a really good job of like trying to do certain things that a pinball has, but I think that they could have done a little bit more, especially like per map. The spectacle is more on the things that you're fighting, not on the actual pinball map. But a pinball machine itself was the spectacle, you know. So I have to give them a little knock on that. It's not really a big knock, But that's, like I said, that every map is the same thing. It's mostly just some big things spawning a little small things, and the small things are kind of there to help you to get your skills and stuff like that up. But they're also there if you leave them there too long, they'll cause you to die because they're going to be spitting something or paralyzing or some dumb stuff or poisoning, things of that nature. So that's one of my gripes as far as the gameplay. I gave a lot of good kudos to the gameplay flow, but that is one of the other things. It does get a little bit boring as far as when you're watching it, because it's always the same thing. It's some big thing spawning small things, and I think that they hopefully will, I would hope to get out of that cycle in some way, shape, or form as they add into the new things, which they have. This is the new event, a Necropolis Kaleidoscope. It's a new event that they just had. They just changed the banner, which we will jingle. Let's see with this one. Half off or free? Free. Awesome. I can go in here, I can get farm, and I do get rewards. I'm not gonna go in here and do it because I'm on a timer, but you do get rewards for helping people, and I think that that's awesome. So not only is it's not just, hey, help me out, you get the same rewards as if you were the host of the room, and I think that that's so beautiful. Anyway, another thing that I wanted to say about this game, if you guys are coming from the Gacha Dacha, they do have a cool jingle, damn it. They do have a really cool, if it says Orochi, I'm gonna pause the thing and do it. I could actually help them do that really quick, but I don't feel like doing it. They have a really quick way of leveling up. I have pretty much 80,000 experience that I can give to pretty much any unit. So let's say a Hanabi, I know that she's a really good unit. I've been seeing her, I read her skills, she's a phenomenal unit. She's actually a phenomenal leader as well, in the leader slot. So I could be like, okay, oh, I missed it. Oh baby, gotta use her. I heard she's overpowered, she's sitting in my box. I usually go up to 40 because 40 is when they can actually awaken themselves, and then she'll gain levels just from fighting. But I mean, I could dump this whole the whole 80,000 into her. She's a really good unit, but I have to spread. I feel like spreading it out. So about 20,000 it took for you to get to 40, and then I can go do the rest of the team comp that it showed you, and that was the red team comp, and that's really cool. So not only when you play the game are your units leveling, but you're also getting material to then level other units if you need to find a new team. Most importantly, and I think FG3000 stresses this enough. He's actually really big person that says this about the gachas he plays, is that you want to be able to get a unit and use it. And a lot of games don't really have a system for that, but this game does, and I do agree with that, because you get a brand new unit. That was actually the issue, I think, in Epic 7, is that you got a brand new unit, and then a lot of times you couldn't immediately use it. Unless you had a lot of backed up resources, from like really meticulous ways of saving resources and stuff like that. This one, I'm just playing and you get that experience while your other teams are leveling up. So it's not like you're using the same material to level up the other ones. You're not, it doesn't work like that. So I mean, yes, if we go here to the next one, which is the mana board, yes, you are using specific material, and that is going to be something that you farm. But again, you're farming on auto. Most likely you're going to be farming on auto after a while. This is the actual mana board. This is the thing that does take up some resources. As you can see, the fire on fire. These are fire materials. So if I need to level up multiple fire units, I will take me a little bit long to do that. But let's keep going. And the reason why I'm going this, I just want to prove or show to other people that I do think that this is a gacha that is very, very worth it to play, unless you just really don't like the gameplay loop. They also have a store with the other currency, which is the mana currency, where you can actually buy these materials. And it's either you farm them or you can buy them here in the store, and it actually, this mana, this comes back really quickly. I forgot how much I had, and I bought all this stuff. I didn't buy this because as you see, I really don't need experience. But I'm gonna get this back eventually, and you could buy it if you want to focus on one team, then just buy their stuff. But this refreshes every day, so you can do that on a regular basis until you feel good and comfortable. Also, you gotta keep going. The boss battles, when you do finish them, and these guys are probably the best design stuff you see in the game, go over to the whitetail, because I usually bust his butt, and I should have busted his butt on video. You actually get materials that you can use. You can even see here, stop it, the spark materials. You can get spark materials, 150 here, 50 of these if you really want to. More importantly, if you check at the upper right hand corner of the screen, is that items are restocked the first of every month. So there's an incentive to actually clear out the shops, get everything that you want out of it, and then you can get it again. Especially because I already got I wanted to get all the characters. I think if I go to administrator, you'll still have it. Yeah, see, there are actual 4-star units that you can get in here. And Orochi, obviously, where our people are spamming the fight is that there's actually a 5-star unit that you can get from Orochi, which is going to take a while because it's 500. But, you know, you can do this. It's a nice little grind cycle that they do have that you can just pretty much do this. Like I said, look for the EXP, for other, I still don't know what these are for. Mana, Dreamer's Crest, which is a farming item. This one I kind of need too. This is for, I think it's 4 5-star dupes, if I'm not mistaken. I got to watch more videos to get more used to this. 4-star dupes. 3-star dupes, cool stuff. And I think that that's just, I think that the game is very, very well put together. And I feel like to not give the game as much credit as I think it deserves is just, I couldn't do it. I couldn't not play the game, and it's just like a really good thing to play on the side. And I think that that's only the issue that I think it is that it doesn't have enough for it to be a main game for a person, especially a person like me that can play and that's not afraid to play my PlayStation 5, my PS4, my PC, my Switch. Like I would like, you know, I'm thinking like something like Slay the Spire, you know, you know, Slay the Spire or something like that. Like even games that are very repetitive in nature, they're a little bit more full because they don't have to guide around a stamina system. And that's my biggest gripe for this game is that it's not, that it's a gacha game. I think the system would have been fantastic if they were to switch the gameplay loop mentality to a straight up game that you're just gonna play and beat, and that there's characters you can develop. There's a lot of extra stuff that you can do. That's just the gripe. And honestly, for me to get to that point for a gacha game, I think that that's amazing. This game is, what do they call, chef's kiss. The game is amazing, and I definitely suggest people to try it out. Also, they haven't spent any money in this game because I don't feel like it's really necessary to, especially if you started off from the beginning and all the little free stuff that they've given you. And the units that you get, like I said, you could try out a bunch of units. You could try out and see, or you can go online and figure out what the meta is. All of that is up to you, but honestly, after reading a couple, like, the skills of units, you can kind of make your own team. It might not be the MVP team, the team that's doing the best of the best of the best of the best, sir, but it's gonna, your team most likely, even if you just slap all the same colors together, will probably do the corresponding dungeon or fight very well. You guys already know. Summon animation! In order to do a 10 pull, you have to have 1,500 of the currency. And honestly, it's not too bad. You get about 15 to clear, like every little thing that you clear when you're playing. So you'll stack that up a lot. If they keep giving out more of it, you'll have a lot of it. And like I said, you don't need to summon that much into the game. I'm purely summoning, I don't know, I just like to summon. But you really, really, really don't need to summon that often. I would say do a couple. Once you get a couple units that you think are pretty cool, once you can establish a team of any element, honestly, then you can probably stop summoning, and then you need to summon possibly to get maybe 1 or 2 units from another element. Oh, and maybe I can see if this one, like this one, if you don't have this wind person or the fire Hanabi or something like that, or this is, I think that's Sonya, you know, you don't have those characters. Let me get this, let me get a 5-star 4-star water that I saw that was really good. That's the only reason. But so far from the initial summons that I've done, I literally was just like, I think I'm good. I don't really need any extra units. But I know I've also heard that there are people that want, you know, they really want a 3-star. They really want this 4-star. So they'll keep summoning to get a certain unit. But I think that's completely unnecessary. That's complete fun for fun. That's why we're about to press the button as well. We have 7,000, you know. And also, of course, you know, it's a review. I got to show the summon animation in a gacha review. Come on. What are we doing here? Sucks that they don't have specific music for this. Oh, is that 5? Oh God! Oh no, it's not 5. I'm seeing double my other screen. Shasuzu, that's my girl. Electric sword, stabby. Eleanor. Are you fighting Lord of Shadow, baby? I don't know. I don't know what I'm fighting here. Bonnie, I actually think Bonnie's pretty good. But see, like all these characters, some of these 3-stars are actually amongst some of the bigger units. Oh baby, it's on video. It's on video, so they have to bless the boy. Oh, that's Kagli. Oh, I wanted her so bad. I actually really want. She's not even on the banner. She's not the banner featured unit. Kagli Ostra. My account actually looks pretty vicious right now. Mia, get out my face. Get out my face. Marnie, I think I'm gonna start using Marnie actually. And that is a dog person. Helga. I actually don't know what Helga does. Oh, I actually read Helga once upon a year, but boom, baby. So look, I got some 4 stars, 5 stars. Obviously, your luck is definitely. I'll do another pull, and you'll see. Like, you know, it's not always going to be great. It's not everyone gets a 5-star day. It's not like that. But it's just. I like the animation. They actually added pinball to the animation when you're getting a 5-star. I don't think a 5-star just pops out like that. It's always that little animation when you get one. And I just think it's just a well-packaged game. And that's M.F.O. And now you know. YFO's in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel officially about this game. Obviously, my concerns is if they do very slow rollouts. They have 2 banners so far. They haven't actually added new characters. So I'm looking forward to how they add new characters. And also new weapons. And is there gonna be a thing where it's gonna be like the new characters are overpowered, you're always gonna have to summon for them? But right now there's currently no PvP in the game, so even if they do drop overpowered characters, the only way that would make an issue is if the overpowered characters are like dependent. You have to use these characters in order to clear the new content that's put into the game. So I think that's very hard for them to do. I think the cast that they have is so strong, it would be hard for them to specifically try to make certain characters, unless they do ban dungeons where like certain characters can't come into the dungeon or new dungeon or something like that, which is a issue that Knights Chronicles had. They actually made these specific dungeons that you can grind characters for, which we loved, but then they started to ban out characters. Right now, one of the strongest units in the game, or recommended unit, is is a Wind Samurai. He's really strong, and they could just make it that like he can't come into the thing, or a character that does his type of gameplay pattern, his nerf, like if you boost the skill gauge, you lose 1,000 attack damage, so it's like, oh, I can't use that. Or if you do this, you lose this, so it's like, oh, I can't use that character because that's how he works, so I have to do something else. They want to know if Furia, they'll be like, oh, if you heal even once in this dungeon, your character dies automatically. So that's how you nerf really popular characters in certain dungeons. So if they ended up doing something like that, then I guess that would pretty much kill the game, because it would be like, what's the purpose of me building units if I have to then build another unit? Not because I wanted to, it's because the game's forcing me to get something better on the other side. Let's do one more pull. I actually wanted to do 3 pulls, and I'm gonna do 3 pulls. I actually want Sonya. I think her design looks cool. I don't know. And my water team is lackluster. Lackluster. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, my God. I'm pretty sure that he looks so dopey. He looks way too dopey. Claw. More Hanabi. She's a beast too. More Finn. I'm actually using Finn on my other team. I think he's trash. I think, if I remember correctly, he's good. The Murder Maid. See, look, no 5 stars here. I hope he's overpowered. That'd be so good if he's overpowered. See, look, no pinball thing, nothing like that. I got a couple dupes, so I'll be able to uncap those characters. That's what you do with dupes. You use it for uncapping. One more thing, and then I'll be saving up. You won't see another summon session for me for a while. But I do like the especially because see, only 2 this time. I think, what is it, like 2 of the featured units on this banner are actually 4 stars. They're actually not 5-star units. I think I'm using her. I think she's a light support unit I'm using. She's really good. Really good. You see her a lot, actually. Damn it, girl. Oh, Miss Umbrella. Alice. I think a lot of people use her, too. Don't know what she does, though. No pinball? Give me pinball. I don't even know. Yes. Oh, wow. That was a sneaky one. What the? Who are you? What the hell is that? Oh, I've seen him before. I don't know what he does, though. But thank you for showing yourself, sir. See, look, that's what I was doing it for. The achievements. Yeah, exactly. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you did. And just remember that every day at the Kashino is your lucky day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.